accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Till Link.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Vasquez?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Good. Just so you know, I'm recording.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Cool, cool. Everything good with you, man?
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part.
All right, all right. Hey, I'm just gonna let you talk, bro. Like where you want to start off. I don't know if you want to start from the top about you getting improperly housed or where you want to take it, dude. But the floor is yours, man.
First of all, I really appreciate it,
Yeah. Hey, and if you could speak up because I'm recording you on a speaker microphone.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, first thing is, like I said, I'm sure that there's going to be many people that are surprised that I decided to go ahead and, reach out to you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware that you're one of a plethora of people who have reached out to me,
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, but the reason why I chose you, out of the, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 different media outlets that have attempted to get in contact with me, is because unlike, many of the other platforms, media outlets, YouTube channels, you're one of the only people who have not attempted to use clickbait and post my name and, come up with these, absurd lies just to gain views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
that's not. Yeah, I appreciate that's not my style, man. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm giving you, the honest floor, man. Yeah, no, thank you for that.
Yeah, I really do, man. I appreciate that, man. And in hindsight to that, I wanna also convey that, when I first heard of your platform, I did a little bit of research on you.
Okay.
Because, I assumed that perhaps, you got yourself in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
And, went ahead and got an early retirement in order to keep your 401k.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But that wasn't the case. I definitely know people who know you. They speak very highly of you, man. And they still are employed with CDCR.
Thank you.
To this day. So you definitely do have, a good solid reputation, man, and you have love from your coworkers, man.
I appreciate that, dude.
Yeah, and so I say that to say this, man. Oftentimes, people claim to have met me or know me or been around me, and that's just not the case.
Yeah.
That's just not the case, man. And what it really is that, I understand, wanting to accumulate views, and I understand the algorithms of YouTube and how that works.
Yeah.
Hey, more power to everyone who wants to get paid. But when you're speaking about me or my people or my movement, you're talking about something that I live for, man. So something that has been the focal point of my life throughout more than half my life,
Yeah.
So it doesn't just mean something; it means everything.
Okay.
So some of these heathens don't realize they don't realize the position that they put themselves in as a result of
Right.
Their condescending ways. They think it's funny and it's cool. It's all funny until it's not.
No,
Until it's not.
I'm tracking. That's kind of like the way 2024 is out here in the public, man. It's kind of wild. People just kind of doing their own thing.
100%, man. 100%.
What
And
up?
so, that brings me to the situation I'm in right now.
Yeah.
The situation I'm in right now is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, and it shouldn't have happened.
Correct. 100%.
The reason why it shouldn't have happened is because it could have been avoided.
Easily.
It could have been it should have been prevented.
Facts.
This predicament definitely was presented to me in a way that I believe was deliberate and intended.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And, I'm not going to get all into the nuances of this paradigm.
Correct.
But I can tell you this. I can tell you this. I haven't had the opportunity to, get on my Get Out app and, some of the videos and clips that have been sent to me.
Yeah.
But, I know that there's been a lot of talk about this, man.
Big time.
Yeah, they even had me, on world news, pertaining to this.
What prison were you at? Prior to you touching down at Donovan, what prison were you at?
I was in CSP Sacramento.
Oh, CSP Sac. Okay.
New Folsom. Yeah, New Folsom.
Do you know what type of transfer they put you up on?
Yeah, it was a Department Review Board transfer.
Okay.
It's called DRB.
DRB.
That's what I'm going to clarify. Yeah, that's what I was going to clarify.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I chose to come to you.
Right.
To come and present some of these issues and confront some of these inconsistencies because you're familiar with the opposite side of the spectrum. So,
Big
as
time.
a lieutenant, you know what you're supposed to do. You know what your responsibilities are.
Facts.
Because the protection of both officers and inmates are your responsibility.
It's in the DOM.
It's something that you have sworn oath to.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? You have sworn to protect not only your fellow officers,
Right.
but the inmates' lives as well.
Correct.
So, that didn't happen.
Nah, you're speaking facts, man.
And I can tell you this. People need to understand that I'm the victim. I am the victim, man. I am a victim of deliberate circumstances that were presented to me in a way that put my life in imminent danger, which was inevitable of what the outcome was going to be. It was inevitable.
Now, I need you to, when you say inevitable, I'm sure you made numerous attempts to bring the situation to light beforehand.
Well, as you know, Hector.
Yeah.
This guy should have never even been on the yard with me, man.
Correct. No, I'm tracking.
He should have never been here because, as you saw, I sent you some documents.
I received them.
Regarding a rules violation report that I received, wherein I was charged with conspiracy to commit murder on the same individual.
Dude, that is
2018.
That is mind-boggling, man. That is mind-boggling. That is documented, and you guys still ended up on the same yard, man. And this is what I preach about.
Yeah. Like I said, I keep hearing, oh man, they dropped the ball. Somebody dropped the ball, and that really upsets me hearing that they dropped the ball because no, they didn't drop the ball. They scored a fucking touchdown, man. This was intentional. This whole predicament happened by design. See, and it is something that needs to stop. It is something that someone needs to do something about because CDCR are intentionally creating these detrimental, diabolical situations that are going to have an inevitable violent outcome.
Facts. And you know what the worst?
They're doing it for a specific reason.
And you know what the worst part to me is, man? That they're getting away with it and they're not being held accountable. Ain't nobody going under investigation or getting fired over that, man.
Yeah, you are 100% accurate in that, man. You know, I'm all for accountability, man. I'm all
Facts.
for accountability. I'm not sitting here, you know, insinuating that you know I shouldn't be held accountable.
Correct.
I'm being held accountable.
Facts.
You know, I hold myself accountable. What I am emphasizing is I should have never been put in this first place, you know, this situation in the first place, man.
I'm tracking. I'm
I shouldn't
tracking.
have. You know, but I was. You know, I was. If I was written up for a rules violation report for conspiring to murder someone, right?
Yeah.
Evidently, there has to be some sort of evidence that substantiates their claim.
Facts. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you don't get an RVR for nothing.
There's gotta be some, you know. Yeah, absolutely. So that doesn't imply that you know it was accurate because, as you know, there were several names on that incident report.
Right.
You know, they also had a rat by the name of Terry Gonzalez. He was on that incident report too. They was conspiring to murder him too. You know.
Yeah.
But you also got another report of what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So here you have allegations, and here you have speculation, and you also have evidence that supports what you know what eventually ensued. So yeah, you know, okay. Where do we go from here? See?
Well,
That's the thing.
this is a start.
I served my shoes for that. I was placed in solitary confinement for that, Hector.
Were you?
You know, that and a couple other things, but I was in solitary confinement, man. And that's what
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
that's what has me flabbergasted right now.
Yeah.
Because I spent 5.5 years in solitary confinement.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, man, you know, people could do documentaries and studies. They can discuss it in seminars and have symposiums, and it is definitely a human rights violation, man. It is solitary confinement is literally the worst that you could do to a man.
And you know, yeah, that's a federal crime too. A human rights violation is a federal crime for sure.
Absolutely, 100%, man. Absolutely, you know. And like I said, man, you know, I'm not going to sit here and insinuate that I was placed there for no reason. You know, I dug that hole for myself, man. I dug that hole for myself.
Yeah.
And I buried myself.
No, I mean.
So much so that I had to find a way to get myself up out of that fucking hole, man.
Yeah.
I was suffocating, man.
Right.
Being deprived of these, you know, these human privileges, man. Being deprived of human nature. You know, it has a great effect on a man's heart, mind, and soul, man. You know, and I'm not going to sit here and get all sentimental and all that.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that any time that I suffer, unfortunately, I'm not the only one suffering, man.
Yeah.
My wife suffers.
Right.
My son suffers. You know, my son suffers, man.
Yeah.
You know, while I was in solitary confinement,
you have 60 seconds remaining.
With a beautiful granddaughter, man.
Yeah.
You know, and now she's in the equation of this cesspool within this underworld, man.
Well, you were right when you said when you called him diabolical. It's definitely diabolical.
Say it again?
I said you were right when you called it diabolical.
No, absolutely, man. It's diabolical because it's done by design, man.
Correct.
It's done by design. I'm gonna call you back.
All right, man. Wow. Holy shit, man.
This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Maurice Vasquez,
an incarcerated individual at this California healthcare facility, Stockton, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello?
Yo.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here.
And I wanted to thank you too, man. I wanted to thank you for, for embracing your integrity, man.
Thank you for that.
And yeah, absolutely, man. And the reason why I say that is because, it took courage to do what you did and start your own channel, and I'm sure that you weren't sure how it was going to go, but
You gotta
give some insight.
You gotta understand, man. I was on that yard at Donovan, man, A yard when they flipped it and they mixed it. You know what I mean? You weren't the first incident there. I was having to deal with that kind of crap, man. And when I saw they were doing it on purpose, I had to bounce, man. I had to bounce.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it doesn't just put the inmates' lives in danger, man. It puts your guys' lives in imminent danger.
Oh yeah, because the inmates would take off on the cops when they were gonna get assaulted. You know, it's better to go off on a cop than you get assaulted.
Oh yeah, straight up. Yep. Let me kind of decompress a little bit because this issue it really upsets me, man.
Facts.
Because here I am again. Here I am again. And the most unfortunate thing about it is that I had done so much work and I had accomplished so much in the process of being where I was at.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I know that there's a lot of questions about how was it that I was able to be on a level 3 yard. Somebody fucked up, and that's bullshit. People are ignorant of the fact that as you know, they have overrides.
Facts.
And you can either get an override to a lower level or you can get an override to an upper level. So, the choice is a level 3, and, for whatever reason, there's no bed space, he can get sent to a level 4 yard until there's bed space.
Yeah.
They also have, some new rules in play where, if a person stays out of trouble on the yard, regardless of what his term is or how many points he has, he can go to a lower level if he chooses to.
Right.
Oftentimes people don't even want to go to a lower level. They don't. They prefer, being a level 4.
Yeah.
Level 3s prefer being level 3. They don't want to go to level 2 and have to live in the dorms. So
right.
There's many instances that change the diaspora of how things work.
Yeah.
But for the naysayers and for the ignorant, the reason why they place me in Donovan is because I have a ridiculous amount of confidential 812s.
Yeah.
By other inmates who monopolize the system and, just put people's names that they believe, there might be some issues with.
Correct.
In prison, I'd say probably about 85% of the guys who have reputations for being tough guys really aren't all that tough,
Yeah.
They're really not all that tough. It's not really about who's tough and who isn't anyways. But the reason why I say that is because many people have earned the reputation of being a tough guy by only accepting challenges that they know they can win. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They want easy wins.
Right.
I've come across many, easy wins in my time, man, but I prefer avoiding easy wins. I don't want an easy win.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair to me.
Right.
I have the advantage to be the favorite in any situation I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, it's because the training that I've done over time. The situations that I've been in.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I'm a bit more advanced when it comes to protecting myself. And I've had to protect myself on many occasions. And anyone who knows me knows I'm not a bully. I don't start trouble, man. I don't pick fights. I don't prey on the weak. I don't do any of that, man. I'm an advocate for prisoners. I'm a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah.
Only people that have ever been guilty of bullying are bullies. I bully bullies. So
Yeah.
I guess anyone who's gonna call me a bully, I'm a bully of bullies. I guess I'm comfortable with that term.
Yeah.
But what would amaze people to know is that prior to being sent to Donovan, I actually had a double override, Hector.
Damn.
A double override to a level 2.
No way, man.
Because I'm hard to place.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
That was 300 points.
Right. I get that. Yeah.
I was getting out of the shoe for allegations that are very serious.
Yeah.
There's a way that this works, and the way that this works is if for whatever reason a counselor or a CC2 doesn't have the ability to find a place for an inmate to be able to safely program around others,
right?
Whether he's been written up for something, or this guy's been written up for something else. It doesn't matter. We have the right to be able to program if we are willing to program.
Right.
And I was demonstrative in my actions, man. I went 2 years, over 2 years, without an RVR.
Yeah.
I know some guys went 5 and some guys went 10. That's astounding.
Right.
More power to them.
It is, yeah.
But for me, I've never went longer than 8 days without, being in this type of situation.
No, I'm tracking.
You have to want to stay out of trouble, man. You have to want to program in order to be able to achieve that goal. And I was so proud to have done it, man.
Yeah.
I was so proud to, be able to get out there in that visiting room, man, and hug my wife for the first time, bro.
Yeah.
Seeing her behind glass every weekend. Seeing my son behind glass. It's fucked up. Not being able to have no human contact, man. It does something to you, It psychologically, too. It creates sensory deprivation.
I'm tracking.
And I say this. As a result of me not being the 812er, me not going to administration and saying, hey, I can't program with, these 300 guys,
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to avoid it. Because I'm not the one that does that, I have the right to be able to go program somewhere, see?
Correct.
So for all you people who have people that are locked up and your family and your friends, your brothers, your cousins, your husband, your sister, whatever, understand that if they have a bunch of people 812'd, they can find themselves in a predicament where they're going to run out of places for them to go, and they're going to have to start relinquishing some of these 812s.
They're already doing that. They've been doing that.
You actually have to relinquish. Yeah, you have to relinquish them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, I can put out this guy. But yeah, so that's the reason why they sent me to Donovan, man. Is because I'm hard to place, and because of my substantial amount of confidential 812s from other inmates who say that they can't program around me safely.
I'll tell you what, though, man, for being the third largest law enforcement agency in the country and claiming to have smart leaders, you would think they would have done a better job, man. Oh, there you guys have it, man. Sacramento just cut off the fucking phone call. They be up to their shenanigans, man. They don't want to be speaking the truth. What the hell you guys think about that, man? What's up? What's happening? Anyways, part of this phone call and this agreement between Vasquez and myself is This magazine right here, State versus U.S., I'm going to put the link below. There's an article on him in there. And he did send me all the documentation, man. He sent me all the RVRs, the rules violation reports, all the confidential information, the 7219 of some victims, and the incident reports, man. You can't beat that. I don't think he's going to call back. I'm pretty sure the cops disconnected the phone. They don't be liking the truth. That should be illegal too, man. But I want to thank all of you guys. Somebody claimed that I was just looking for clout and alleging and trying to use his name. He even said I don't do that. That's not my style. You know that's not my style. So if you're a big homie and you want to reach out to an even bigger homie, if you're a homie but not the biggest homie, hit me up, man. I'm a straight shooter. I'll fucking tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. With that, I love you guys. What about a banger? There's going to be some more parts to that. Keep pushing forward.